Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Unbelievable. That's your job.
That is not my fault.
That is your job.
People, that's not my fault.
It's your job, honey. Sorry, but that's your job. Can you still not hear me? Why is this so far behind?
Yeah, I don't know.
You see how far behind it is?
Yeah, that's typical. That's normal. You just
Hey, Barbara. Good. Okay, good.
But they can hear you now?
Yes.
Of course, because you took the mute off.
Because you messed up and hit the mute and forgot to turn it off.
Wait a minute, don't feel bad.
That's your fault.
Everybody at work does that. I'm mute challenged.
You are challenged, honey, but I love you anyway. Hey, Vienna girl, how are you? How's it going?
Hi, everybody. What's that guy's name? The little on Saturday Night Live. What am I? It'll come to me. I'll mention it later.
I don't know who you're talking about.
All the older.
I was talking about Eddie Murphy doing
Saturday night.
buckwheat on Saturday Night Live.
That's funny.
Hey, Ken, welcome. Hey, Jay Lizard, what's happening? Yeah, finally, my husband here forgot how to turn the mute off.
Guys, it's not me anymore.
It's all you, honey. All you. It's your fault. It's your fault. All your fault. I'm just kidding. Okay. How's everybody doing?
Hi, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great.
Sit. Oh my gosh, don't even start with that crap.
Yeah. We need to start doing that.
No. No, thank you. That's his thing, not mine.
Okay, I'm still here.
We're so happy you're here, honey.
I thought it was going to take forever.
You know, I was going to try that drink,
Uh-huh.
but it would have kept me up all night because it's got, like, gives you energy.
Oh, good.
Good, Kim. Good. Let's see. Renee, Tammy, Kim, Ken, Barbara, Jay Lizard, Tammy. Where's Pat? She's not here yet. It's
Vienna
cold in
girl.
Miami, 69 degrees. Wow.
Vienna
I wish it
girl.
were 69 here. Oh, yeah, Vienna girl. I wish it were 69 here.
What kind of Vienna is that? Is that Vienna, Virginia, or Vienna, Italy?
Don't know.
Is Vienna in
No.
Vienna?
I know, Ken. I even told him. He didn't listen. See, clearly he did not listen.
Hey, come over here and take me on there, Ken. Come on.
I know this isn't right, but I feel compelled to ask you if you can channel JFK. Yes, he is on my list. I will get to him eventually. That should be a really good one. You look like you feel better. Thank you, Tammy. Vienna, Austria. Oh, nice. There's a Vienna in Virginia. That's why he was asking. Nice to see you, too. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So right now I feel great. A few hours ago, I was horrible. Like, it's just like when my blood pressure's okay, then I go do whatever I have to do so that when it crashes, because I can't do shit when it crashes, so. But right now I feel good. Hey, 10, what's happening? I know, 10 whole people, right? Woohoo! Well, crap, I was going to say something. Now I can't remember. I got my handy dandy little list here. Thank you for the JFK channel. Something is going on. Really? So, you guys. Hey, Miss Astrology. What's happening, Mama? So, listen, you guys. First, I have to say this one little thing, okay? Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, hey. I know you're watching all my videos. I know you're even watching my Friday Night Lives to see if I do a reading so you can steal it. Hey, girl. Sorry, guys. Okay. Had to get that out. Hey, Brandon, what's happening? Yeah, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? That's such a good movie. I love that movie. Oh my God. She's one of my favorite actresses. I really like her. Jennifer Garner. I have fibromyalgia, so I know all about being okay one minute and shitty the next. Right, girl? And, you know, unfortunately, with the brain tumor, with the seizures, with the Chiari on my brain, with the VP shunt, and now with this crap, it's always like, you know, one minute I'm okay, the next minute I'm not. It sucks. Hey, Pat, you're here. Hey, hey. Yeah, such a good song. Okay. I'm going to talk about my video that I posted yesterday briefly, and then we're getting past that because I'm done. I had a subscriber send me a video, and she is also stealing from Sloan Bella. She's stolen from so many readings from so many people. And I said in my video, if you're shitty, if you're going to post a shitty comment, you're deleted. So I did have one of her subscribers, you know, trying to say that, you know, I'm the one at fault. It shows my character by posting the video that, you know, and of course my first reaction is, oh yeah, let me send you all the videos that she stole of mine, you know, but I'm better than that. I'm above that. So I left her a stupid comment on there. I answered her, and now I'm done. I just want to move past it. I mean, that's not to say that, you know, I'm going to have to continue to check her channel periodically because she does steal from so many different people, allegedly. Come on, you guys, we know she does. So yeah. Oh, you have fibromyalgia too, Barbara. Yuck. Oh, I'm so sorry. Definitely. Wow. I bet, Tammy, I bet. At once upon a time, they thought I had that, but fortunately, I didn't have it. It was just the pain from the brain issues that I'm dealing with. Oh, you guys, while we're talking about praying, my BFF Shelly, she has COVID again, and it's really, really bad this time. So if you could send out your thoughts and prayers her way, that would be great. I feel so bad for her. You know, and the sad thing is, like, both of her kids are married and have kids of their own. So it's not like, you know, one of them can go over there and take care of her, you know what I mean? Because then they're going to take it back home. So I feel so bad for you guys. Tammy had to stop working because of it. I was a teacher, so damn. Hey, Hey, JR, what's happening? Hey, Darlene, what's happening, mama? Yeah, you guys, it's, so I wanted to, I want to talk about a couple things. So the video I did, you can go watch it. You already know the situation. My son and his girlfriend split up. And I'm very, very sad. But I'm very proud of my son. He takes his sobriety very seriously. So, as much as I'm going to miss Shay and my heart aches for her, it just sucks, you know? It sucks. And then Mr. B and I, we're going to go to the Renaissance Festival in Annapolis, Maryland tomorrow. And the couple that we were going with that had the tickets, I got a call last night that they split up. Can you believe it? And my son's got like 3 friends that have just split up with their girlfriends. It's just, what the hell is going on, people? Everybody's splitting up. What the heck? So yeah, it sucks. It definitely sucks. You know, I always had so much fun with her and her daughter at Christmas and doing crafts and baking and yeah, so it sucks, you guys. But, you know, he did what he had to do for himself and he takes sobriety really seriously and I'm proud of him, you know. It just doesn't make it any easier though, you know what I mean? Yeah. Let's see. You guys, remember last weekend I was telling you, let's see, 10 a lot of celebs splitting up too right now, right? I've seen that, like stuff's been popping up. Yeah. Pat Carlson, is it the planet thing? Full moon. Yeah, it's got to be something like that, you guys. You know I suck as a psychic and I'm not good with all that, but it has to be, you know? I mean, because, you know, you go through life and everybody's doing great and then bam, 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 everybody separates and breaks up and yeah, definitely has to have something to do with that. Yeah, prayers for your son, Victoria. You should be proud of him. I am very proud of him, Tammy. I am, trust me. He's shown more maturity in the past few days. Like, he's definitely growing up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Wow, all this splitting up, post Mercury retrograde, something else must be going on in the stars, something that is hindering relationships. Yep, I agree, Jay Lizard. No, it's never easy when you split up. No, he's doing good though. He's been going to a lot of AA meetings and, you know, hanging out with his buddies, and which is, he kind of wasn't doing that as much because he was spending so much time with his girlfriend. So I'm glad he's getting back in the swing of things, you know. You guys, do you remember last week when I was telling you that last Thursday night, this guy was walking down the street in DC and he found this little 2-year-old unconscious and he started CPR and they came, paramedics came and took him to the hospital. The guy who started CPR said he was just like black and blue. He passed away on Tuesday, the little guy. He was 2. Who the hell hurts babies? The police said there's no arrest yet, but they know who the parents are. So it's DC, you guys. The one thing I can tell you about DC is their police system sucks, like severely sucks. Okay. I just, I don't have any patience or concern for anybody that hurts a child. Like, sorry, no go. But yeah, oh my God, it popped up on my phone. And I was just like, oh my gosh, poor baby. And the guy who found him, apparently he said when he was coming like to the top of the hill, he saw some guy laying the kid down, and then the guy ran like back behind a building where there's a parking lot. He said he didn't see what the guy looked like or anything, but I guess the police figured out who the parents are, which yay, DC police actually did something right. But the guy said he was like afraid to even try CPR because the baby was so bruised and swollen. And he said he was like the cutest little guy. Ugh, you guys, I just, and the sad thing is that this particular neighborhood where they found him, it's not even like the bad side of DC. You know what I mean? It's like a decent part of town, and it's like, what the hell is wrong with people? Like yeah, I'm just, hey, Latuan, I know, right? I didn't hear about that. So sad. My son works at Smithsonian in DC but lives in Virginia. Really, Tammy? Wow, that's pretty cool. I should get together with him sometime and take him out to lunch or something, or out to dinner. That's so cool that he works at the Smithsonian. Like, back in the day, I was a little museum nerd. I haven't gone in years because the last museum I went to was a Holocaust museum in DC. And it was It was hard, you guys. I had to leave because I could just feel everything. It was horrible. I couldn't stay. But, you know, it's an amazing museum if you can handle it, you know. Let's see. They just arrested a couple, and I think the biological mom, for leaving a 9-year-old in a dog cage outside in under 30-degree weather in North Carolina. What the hell? They need to find crazy parents ASAP, right? 10, I had not heard about that. What the hell? There's so many crazy parents. There are. Another set of parents, I hope, go straight to hell. Exactly, right? It's like, how can you have any, I couldn't be a judge because I couldn't have any compassion for any of these scumbags. Like, nope, couldn't do it. Mr. Lee. Yeah, it was so sad. I've been so tired lately all day. Even after I've woken up out of sleep, my best friend died. My uncle had a heart attack and go, oh my gosh, JR. Oh, no, I'm so sorry to hear about your best friend and your uncle. Your enemy was hit by a car and passed. Wow. I am so sorry. I mean, even if the person was your enemy, it still sucks that they're gone, you know. That's got to be like a love-hate thing, like a bittersweet, you know. I am so sorry to hear that, JR. Yeah, I've been so worried about my BFF, the COVID. This is her second or third time having it, and it's like a lot worse, I guess, this time. So I'm like really worried about her. Yeah. Hey, Ann, welcome, welcome. They don't deserve compassion. They didn't give any of that to that poor child. Exactly, Pat. That's my belief. You know, and I get it. I get it. We all make mistakes. Okay, but here's a mistake. So when you have a 2-year-old baby, a mistake would be, oh my gosh, mommy got a dark blue sock and a black sock out. They don't match. Ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? That's a mistake. Not beating the hell out of your child and letting them die. Like, that's not a mistake, okay? That's just evil. Like, and I mean, there are so many different types of evil in this world. I've learned that over the past couple of weeks. It's sad. Really, really sad. What's happening? I couldn't read or see anything about the Holocaust for most of my life. I did finally read a small book of a survivor, and it was super interesting. Love to you, hubby, and family. Hey, I'm glad you're here, honey. Definitely. My nerves are on edge. I keep waking up out of my sleep with a panic attack. Oh, so sorry, JR. It's tough, and it's yeah, it's crazy out there, you guys. There's so much going on, right? Very good, Jay Lizard. This too shall pass. That's right, but it doesn't make it any easier in the meantime, right? It's so sad. I get it, you guys. I get it. Okay, you guys, I want to talk about a couple of things. Okay, so Ken pointed out a couple of things to me, which I love you, Ken. You are the best moderator and subscriber in the world. Thank you so much. So it's been a year since Alec Baldwin killed my friend's best friend, Helena Hutchison. Still no charges. You guys know how I feel about Alec Baldwin. I think he's a POS. That's such a hard one, though. It's like, do you want to see the guy go to prison to where his kids don't get to see him ever again? None of it made sense. You know what I mean? Like, they have 3 people on set that check the guns. 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3. And it just, none of it makes any sense. You know what I mean? I don't like Alec Baldwin, though. But I don't want to see anybody's, you know, anybody's kids with their parents going to prison for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't have a lot of sympathy for him. So he's a POS, you guys. Seems everything does come in threes. It does, unfortunately, and that scares me because, yeah, it always happens in threes in our family, and it scares me. Who's next? You know? Seems everything does, yeah. So sad. They didn't check that. Oh, so let me explain. So one of my son's best friends is an actor. He's been in like tons of stuff. He was in the last Wonder Woman movie. He's been like in a bunch of stuff. He's been acting for years. And he was good friends with her. And the two of them were working on a project together outside of the movie that she was doing and outside of what he was doing. And yeah, he was blown away when he found out. He was so upset. So yeah. If he has anything new coming out, I'll let you guys know, because he's a really good little actor. Like, he's a cute kid, you guys, and he's got a heart of gold. He's one of my son's, like, that's one of my son's friends that are my favorite. I love him. He's such a good kid. I call him a kid. He's not a kid. He's like 33 or 35 or something, but yeah. They didn't check the gun. Right, which makes no sense, because even when I was talking to Brandon, he was saying how it's always done on set, you know? And he was like, it just doesn't make any sense that nobody checked the gun. He's like, it makes no sense. And it makes no sense that it was a live round that was in there, you know? Manslaughter or negligent homicide for anyone else. Exactly. Her kids lost their mommy too. Right? Exactly. They just assumed the gun had been checked, which is such BS, because, you know, when I was talking to Brandon about it, that's the reason why they have 3 different levels. Okay, whenever it comes to a weapon, they always have 3 different levels. And he said, like, that makes no sense. You know, he said every movie, you know, every show that he's been in where there have been weapons used, he said they always have like a 3-tier system. Yeah. 3 new names for your list. Okay, here, let me add them. My list keeps growing and growing, you guys. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get back on track and get some readings done this week. I mean, I'm starting, you know, for the most part, I'm starting to have more good hours in the day than bad. But when it hits me hard, and then I can't do anything, you know? So it's like, but I'm going to try to get some videos going. Ken, did you tell me something about Daniel Kenneth Oberg? Is that one of the people you told me about, Ken? I don't remember. For some reason, that name sounds familiar. Jonathan Todd Williams. Oh, my son's friend's name? Brandon Thane Wilson. That's his little name that he acts under. And yes, a Jew or gypsy or artist or enemy or disabled or any of the millions put in the showers. Wow. Yeah. They're all cold cases. Oh, good. I just saw DC. They just solved a cold case, which of course I was like, DC police suck. How did they do it? You know, so, but I can't remember what the heck it's about. We'll have to talk about it next week, because I didn't take the time to look it up. Yes, there's a ton of different procedures in place for filming. Right? If they were just rehearsing, I don't understand why an actor does not use a fake gun like a wooden replica. Why does he have to have a real gun? That's the thing. That's what Brandon was saying, was that when they're practicing, you know, prior to actually shooting the scene, that they do use replicas. They don't use the real thing. And he was like, he said none of it made any sense. He wasn't there when it happened, and he said none of it makes any sense. So, while you would think that they check guns, remember that actor John Eric Hexman that was killed on a set playing around with a gun that was long time ago, you think they would have learned something. Right, Darlene? I remember that. You would think Alec Baldwin was funding the production and was scoping on everything. Oh, there you go. That says it right there because he's such a POS. Maybe he didn't like her. I don't know. That's mean. I'm just saying, I don't like the guy. No love loss here. Can't stand him. Don't like his movies. Don't like him. Every instinct I've been having tells me we're going to find out who killed John Bonet sooner rather than later. That would be awesome. Miss Astrology, that would be awesome. Excuse me. That was another one that was stolen from me. John Bonet. Okay, you guys, let's talk about this family. So, Ken was telling me about this, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, what the heck? Unless someone set him up. That could be 10. I would like to hope that's what it is. But I don't know. He's so, like, arrogant, and I'm better than everybody. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Okay. So, a Michigan family of 4 has been missing for days after the father called 911. Anthony and Suzette Sirigliano were both 51 years old. They had a 19-year-old son named Brandon and a 15-year-old son named Noah. Brandon and Noah both have autism. They've been missing since Sunday, and their phones have been turned off since then. So police are saying that so far there's no sign of foul play. Okay, so Sunday, Tony, what's his last name? It's hard. Sirigliano. Okay, Tony was exhibiting paranoid behavior. Early on Sunday, he called 911. Officers arrived, and he started talking about, what was it? He said that he had information pertaining to the 9/11 attacks from September 11th. And he was acting paranoid. They checked on the boys. They talked to his wife. They stayed at the house for like an hour and said, you know, everybody seemed safe, that there was really nothing they could do. So they left. So everybody who knows the family said the extremely abnormal behavior from Tony and Suzette just didn't make sense. They were never like that. God, you guys. So listen to this shit. On Monday, the police found, so they had an elderly family member that had dementia. And they found this family member wandering the neighborhood on Monday morning. So literally, this poor person with dementia was just thrown out into the street, right? That's so sad. Oh my God. Yeah, they don't know what the hell happened. And I will say, I think there's a lot more to the story. I think there's a lot of mental illness. I hope he hasn't killed them yet, but they're either about to be dead or they are dead. So it's just so sad. Brandon Lee was killed with the wad that come out of a gun. Bruce Lee's son, remember? Yeah, I remember that, Darlene. I do remember that. I believe him 1,000%. Do you? Well, that's good. One of the First Amendment auditors, his name is Eamon Gessett. He has run with Alec Baldwin several times, and he really didn't like him. He is an ass. Wow. Maybe murder, suicide, right? Right? Yes, agreed. Hallucinating is what the dad was doing. Yeah, I believe so. I believe, and the sad thing is that I don't think it's a case to where, you know, the wife saw him slipping away for 5 years. You know what I mean? I feel like this is something that came on quick and hard. And yeah, if they're not dead, they're gonna be. Like, yeah. And then Ken was telling me they're trying to get people Oh my God, I feel horrible now. I'm not going to be able to remember this little guy's name. Hold on. I wrote down about him the other day. So I want to make sure. Quentin Simon. That is awful about the family. It is, Pat, isn't it? So often ignored. Yep, this one's so true. It's so sad too. I mean, I get like you're in love with someone, you've been together with them for years, and all of a sudden they start exhibiting this behavior. Well, I know you don't want to like throw them under the bus per se, but if they're having mental issues and they clearly need help, you know what I mean? Like, you got to do what you got to do. But anyway, so what did I just say? Quentin Simon. So apparently the stupid police department is asking people to come help at the landfill to find the poor little baby. I wish I had the funds to go there because I would go try to help. Excuse me. But you guys, like, what do you mean you can't find him? You know? And it's like Ken said, had they have listened to the babysitter weeks ago, you know, with what she was saying, you know, they would have been able to find him right away had they have freaking listened. You know what I mean? I think sometimes, excuse me, I've dealt with a lot of police and a lot of detectives, and I think sometimes some of them just come off so cocky, and I don't know. I mean, I've met some really nice detectives. I've worked with a lot of really nice ones, but there are some assholes out there. You know, and if you... I'm not going to go into it. Hi, Victoria. I just heard about this missing family, and I was afraid of this outcome. Hey, Spring Notes, what's happening? Yeah, it's... I hope I'm wrong, you guys. But let me explain to you, like, so usually I can tell if someone, I know there are, let me back up. I know there are a lot of psychics on YouTube that say that, oh, we can't really tell if someone's dead or alive. I call bullshit on that. And I don't know about all psychic mediums, but I know for me, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you see, so you see, let's say you see a square. You see a square. And if the people are in the square or on the square, then they're either gone or about to be gone. If they're outside of the square, they're still around. If that makes any sense. I don't know how to explain it because it's such a bizarre thing for me, what I feel and what I see. But I do, I feel like they're either totally gone or they're right there on the edge, you know? Yeah, it sucks, you guys. Too many people are going crazy lately, and it's just pathetic. These landfills are in grids. They should know where that day's garbage was on. You would think, I mean, look, so when I've gone to our local dump here, that's how they are. Like, they know, you know, okay, these trucks are going here and these trucks are going here. And I used to work for Waste Management years ago, and they were so structured, right? So structured of where that particular truck's trash goes. And then if you look back on the, you know, in the computer, that particular truck picks up these streets, okay? And then they're told where to go in the dump. So that's another thing, like, you think they could kind of like narrow the area down, you know what I mean? Yeah, people seem to be losing it lately. So true, Tammy, it's horrible. Horrible, horrible. Yes, it makes a lot of sense. Are they searching still? I'm confused. They said they didn't want help from the public, then called in gridding specialists. Now they may be taking... I don't know. I don't know. I just know what Ken was telling me. Like, I don't know. It's so sad. Oh, are you talking about... Is he in the box? I'm talking about the family that disappeared. Yeah. They're like... So if the outer perimeter of the box is right here, they're like right here. Like the four of them are right here. Like on it, but off of it. So that's why I don't know if they're dead right this second or if they're about to be, but I feel like they're right there. Like that's, I know that sounds stupid. I don't know how else to explain it. You know, it's kind of hard to explain. Scary because you don't know people and their true intent. Crazy people are very, exactly, right? I feel you, LaToine. Like, that's, you know, I feel like there's just been so much going on lately, like entirely too much going on lately. Hubby wants to show you what he's making. And you guys, I'm so impressed. He's making a bow and it's like amazing.
Well, you guys
Kim
know.
said, show us the boat, Mr. B. Wow, Victoria, that is the perfect way to describe. Oh, thanks, Kim. Good, because I never know how to explain it, you know?
I just wanted to mention I'm using maple this time and it's not going to break, I don't think.
You hope. Third time's charm.
A lot of success with maple, hopefully. But it's still a 1x3 from Home Depot or Lowe's, one of them, $15, and these go for $400, $300.
You have to show it. They want to see.
Well, it's not done.
Yeah, he's still working on it, but okay, like here's where you put your hand. Can you guys see?
Yeah, I got a tillering string on it right now.
But see, like, look at that. Look at that. He did like all of that. He got it down to that. Isn't that wild? And it's like perfectly smooth. Like, he's so talented. I don't have the patience to do this kind of crap.
Yeah, that's.
I'd just be like, nope.
That's why you need to make one.
5 minutes later, nope, I'm done.
Because you don't have any patience.
I'm done.
Yeah, but I mean, if you did this and you took the patience to do it, you'd feel good about yourself doing it, right?
No, I wouldn't. Because I'd be so pissed off by that point.
Yeah, I guess.
You know how I am. I have no patience for that kind of stuff.
Thanks,
yay.
Sammy.
I understand.
Thanks,
I was
guys.
just wondering if he got a clear head after he killed everyone else. I don't think so. I think he's still screwed up. Neat. Very impressive, Mr. B. Nice looking, Mr. B. LOL, no patience. I don't. I have no patience.
She doesn't, seriously.
I have no patience. I unfortunately am my mother's child. My mother was the most talented seamstress I've ever seen in my life. She could sit down and sketch out. Someone would come to her and say, I want you to make my wedding gown. And she would sketch it out, and then she'd say, is this what you're talking about? I'd say, no, erase that, try this, try that. And then she would frickin' make it. She was amazing. But that's the only thing she had patience for.
She didn't have patience for me.
She had no patience for anyone else or anything else. I am my mother's child. My dad, on the other hand, was like, he was so patient. He was such a patient man. He was such a good man. That didn't rub off on me. My brother and my sister are very patient people. Extremely patient. Well, let me rephrase that. So, I have all the patience in the world for senior citizens and for children. I have no patience for moronic adults. Oh, that's just me. And it does get worse with age, so. That's how I feel about sketching. Aw, really, Ken? That's so awesome. You gotta show me your sketches sometime. With all the crazy stories, we don't want to hear about a man going nuts in the streets with a bow near DC. There you go. Let me tell you. That's funny that you say that. So when we moved into this place, at 2 o'clock in the morning, every flippin' night, like 300 geese would land on the pond out back, right? It would wake me up and I would be wide awake for the rest of the morning. And I said jokingly to my friends, I'm like, if you guys see on TV, on the news, that some lady goes crazy and gets out there and starts like trying to attack the geese, come bail me out of jail because it'll be me. Right? So it's funny that you say that. Victoria, the older I get, the more patient I get. Ugh, me too, girl. Me too. Yeah, kid. Wow, your mom had amazing. She did, you guys. I mean, she could, she would use patterns for like, regular clothing. And she designed like, she did a bunch of politicians. She did stuff for Nancy Reagan. It was funny because years ago, I went to a thrift store in McLean, Virginia. And in case you guys don't know, back in the day, McLean was where it was the highfalutin area where the majority of the politicians and their kids lived. Excuse me. So they had their thrift shops there. Were amazing. Like back in the 70s and 80s when nobody talked about thrift shops. So it probably was like 88. I went into this thrift shop in McLean and I hadn't been in there in a long time. And I'm looking through the clothes and I come across this jacket and skirt, and it had my mom's name tag in it, Rita's Originals. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But yeah, my mom, she was so talented, and I never took the time to listen to her about sewing. And I mean, I can sew, but I can't do like she does. Like, no, she was freaking amazing. So yeah. The geese story. Yeah. Those stupid geese used to drive me nuts. But, we've been here 24 years, so it's like, I don't even hear them anymore, you know what I mean? That and the train and the airplanes flying, and I don't even hear them anymore. Yeah. he made the bow to get those geese, right? He better not have a kick his butt. Poor little geese. Did you buy it? I didn't. I should have. It was stupid, but I didn't. Nancy Reagan's coat. No. If I remember correctly, Mom was still alive then. And if I remember correctly, I think it was the liaison to Australia's skirt and jacket. Because they literally would they would come there, she would make their suits for them, and then they would go to one of their events in DC, but they would only wear those clothes one time. So when they were done with them, they would always pass them on to these 2 thrift stores in McLean. And so, because they couldn't be re-seen in the same outfit, I think it was the liaison to Australia's wife. Yeah, I think it was her outfit, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was funny. Mom was so simple and, and she had all these like rich people at the house. She was sewing for and stuff. It was crazy. My dad passed away 18 years ago today. Aw, least patient man ever. Aw, I'm so sorry to hear that, Ann. Yeah, I just, my mom's death anniversary was in August and Daddy's was in March, but, I don't know why I've been missing my parents like so much lately. I don't know. You know how you go through different seasons in life, and yeah. I know I should have bought it. Now, had I found something like that after my mom passed, I would have in a heartbeat bought it, Yeah. I have a thrift store near me, and someone at work said, wow, I bet there's some good stuff in that shop. No, the rich do not part with a penny. They would sell rather than donate. Really? See, that was the one good thing. Like, I would get off on my lunch hour at work and go hit the thrift shops in McLean, because it was, like top designer labels for like, next to nothing. I should go out there. And check and see if they're still there. I don't even know if they're still there. It's been so many years since I've been in there. Victoria, does anyone in your family have a psychic medium ghost like you? Mom? No, Mom had the dreams like I have. She had the dreams. My sister says she doesn't, but she does. Like, before the phone rings, she knows who's calling. She knows someone's about to call her. And she does. She has it. She just, But yeah, Mom had the dreams. So it was always like, it wasn't really talked about a lot, And I went through years to where I was like, I fought it, you know what I mean? But I think, gotten older, I'm through the years have gotten more confident, so yeah. But there's I have a lot of cousins that I think have abilities, but they don't really, it's just not anything that they would come up and be like, hey, you know what I mean? Like plus they a lot of them tend to self-medicate. They like to, which I don't, so I'll have a drink every now and then, but not like that. Sorry to hear that, Ancy. There's someone here in Scotland that would beat him with impatience. I was missing Grant a bunch until I had that dream of him. Now I want to go to sleep hoping to talk to him again. Aw, Kim, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. It's so frustrating because a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't ever dream about my loved one. And the sad reality is that they probably do. They're just not remembering those dreams. I'm a firm believer in asking for what you want. If you want to dream about the person, you need to say, hey, whoever you pray to, God, the universe, whoever you pray to, you need to say, hey, do you think I could have a dream where I could talk to so and such? I'm a firm believer in that. I've had a lot of people come back and say, that really worked. And I'm like, yeah, it does. I'm so glad you had that, Kim. I'm so glad. Yes. Sorry to hear about your parents passing over. Are you able to communicate with them at all? I have, I've seen them. I've not had a lot of verbal communication with them. It's very bizarre for me. I don't know if it's like this for all psychic mediums, but it's hard for me when it's someone that's really close to me. It's hard for me to see, if that makes any sense. So like I knew before my dad died, I knew he was dying. I knew before my mom died, I knew she was dying, those kind of things. But like to connect with them, sometimes it's hard for me. I've connected with my mother-in-law, had some conversations with her, but yeah. Curious if you're still having those bad dreams, girl. I'm still having them. Like, excuse me. Did you guys hear about the YouTuber? That's what I want to talk about. Did y'all hear about that YouTuber that did a video the other day and said that Putin declared martial law and that he shot off nuclear weapons into the Black Sea? He did declare martial law starting on Thursday, which was yesterday. But he did not shoot off a nuclear weapon. And some dumbass YouTuber made a video that he did, so then everybody was panicked and flipping out, thinking, oh my God, we're all gonna die. Ugh, people. So, I am still having the dreams. I do feel that there's a bunch of stuff down the pike that's gonna happen. But it's nothing to sit around and flip out about today. You know what I mean? Like, with certain things, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do. Yeah. Can I have that after a dream that feels real? I bet you want to see him in your dreams. I would love to dream we're in your shit. Yeah. I dream of dead relatives and friends and wake up like we had a visit. I remember that laughing voice. Love when that happens. Oh, I love that too, Tammy. That was the biggest thing for me is when Daddy died. It was pretty, I don't know. It was probably 6 months later. I couldn't remember his laugh. And it really bothered me. Today I can remember it crystal clear. But I went through a period of time where I couldn't, and it really upset me because I love my dad's laugh. My dad was hysterical. So I had a dream about a disaster and it felt so real. It affected me for days. See, those are the kind of dreams I have, Ken. And I understand because I'm still having them. I get it. Grant told me to stop crying because he's with me. He definitely is, Kim. I'm here to tell you. You know he is. He's there for sure. The worst thing about having a fabulous dream, you're absolutely gutted when you wake up. You try so hard to go back to sleep and recapture your dream, right? Right. But I don't have a lot of dreams like that. Unfortunately, most of my dreams are like things to come. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's crazy. Kids, they are always around their loved ones. That is a fact. He will be around you often, if not all the time. Exactly. Sometimes I can go back to sleep and continue the dream. Really? See, if it were a good dream, I want to do that, but I don't really have a lot of good dreams. I'm listening, fascinating. Aw, cool. We're so lucky, Tammy. I have tried to recapture a dream and can't, and it is beyond frustrating. That dream was so real, it was crazy. Wow. I remember like being a kid and having good dreams like that, you know? But I think unfortunately as I've gotten older, it's just primarily like, I don't even know how to explain, like predictions of what's to come type of thing. You know what I mean? That's what I dream about. I dream about my parents. They come to me in dreams, especially my dad. He warns me when bad things are going to happen. That's so cool, Barbara. That is so badass. That's really cool. I always fly in my dreams. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. I wish I could fly in my dreams. I told Tom the best thing about the dream was I heard his voice. It's been 5.5 years since I heard his voice. Oh, you're killing me, Kim. I'm so glad you got to hear his voice. But that's so true, though. It's like, you know, thank God I've not had to deal with losing a spouse or an adult child. That would be tough. But yeah, that would be horrible. Because I mean, that was the biggest thing I remembered when Daddy died, was not remembering his laugh. Because he had this like, just this funny little chuckle he would do. Yeah. Yep. I haven't seen many signs lately. He's there though, honey. He's definitely there. I hope you continue to see him in your dreams. That's so awesome. That's like the biggest thing. Like, I had this lady contact me and her husband had passed, and you know, she was like, I just wish he would. She has another friend who lost their husband, and I guess that friend is having like dreams pretty often where she sees her husband and talks to him. And so she was like, I just want that to happen. And I was like, look, you just try asking for it. Like every night before you go to bed, ask for it. And she finally started having dreams. It took a while, but she did. Very true, Ken, very true. Excuse me. Yeah, I think tomorrow we're gonna, I don't know, try to take our son out somewhere. He's been going out, you know, to meetings and stuff with his friends, which is good, but I was thinking it would be cool to take him somewhere and so he could have fun. I don't know, we're gonna see what we're gonna do tomorrow. Like I said, we were gonna go to the Renaissance, but that fell through, which really sucks. And not because we're not going to the Renaissance, it really sucks because our friends broke up. It sucks, you guys. And I don't think they're gonna be getting back together. You know, it sucks when that happens. You guys, I am getting a headache and I'm gonna cut this short tonight. But I had so much fun. And I'm gonna try to get a video. I can't talk. I'm going to try to get a video out this week for you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are so awesome. I truly am blessed to have the most amazing subscribers ever. You guys had such a great time chatting. Missed everyone. I had a baby finish school. Oh my gosh. LaTwan, congratulations. That's friggin' awesome. You go, girl. Damn. Good for you. There were a lot of widows after 9/11. Yep. I actually saw that, Ken. Yeah. I haven't dreamt of my father since his death. Not sure I want to because it would be so weird to process. Yeah. All right, you guys. I'm going to get off of here. You too, Kim. Everybody have an amazing week. And I will see you next Friday night. Same bat channel. Bye, guys. Bye, Tammy. Bye, IM. Bye, Kim. Bye, Miss Astrology. Bye, Barbara. Who am I missing? Bye, LaTwan. Who am I missing? I know. Pat, I'm missing you. I forgot about you. Ken. All right, guys. If I forgot, spring notes. That's right. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys. Take care. Bye.